So I saw, of course, screenshots, and I think the trailer's out now for the How to Train Your Dragon live action in quotations remake. It's not even live action. It's mixed media. Fuck, those are my knees popping. I'm in the same closet as I usually, well, sometimes record in, and I I wanted to. Oh shit! I just gotta settle it. Okay, bear with me. I wanted to do the iconic, compare trailer to scenes in the movie, and go on like a 20-minute rant, and rake in those views because I'm profiting off of what's new, what's current. But I didn't, and I can't, but because. Well, it's just not my style anymore. Long-time viewers will remember that thing. I think it was titled "It's Time to Stop." It's where I talked about how the more you talk about something bad, you become, the thing you hate, because you're now just you're criticizing slop, and in doing so you are becoming the slop master, the slop meister, the slop shooter, whatever. Sorry, I fucked up the recording. Anyways, I'm still here. Nothing's happened, and truth be told, nothing will happen when the movie comes out. People are gonna see it, of course, because, well, art is something that art is something that people care about, and they know what it is, but they're not gonna be super anal about it. They'll go see a fucking Marvel movie. They'll go see, any of the fucking Disney remakes, because some stupid fucking old people and some shit fucking dumbass, I don't know, welder or something. He's, let's say he's got a kid. He doesn't care about the sanctity of the fictional dragon, and why should he? He's got bigger things to worry about. But I'm not like that. I've got no worries, aside from seeing one of my favorite dragons turn into some ugly piece of shit. The thing with, and I guess we should just, before we get into just Toothless, I want to talk about my history with the franchise, and it's not rich at all. It's actually not rich. I love the first movie. I loved the first movie so much so to the point where I was doing so much research on trying to get like a lizard, because I think around that time, what was it, Fire Breather came out too on Cartoon Network, and I was all in on fucking lizards. All right, we had what was it, Bakugan, Drago was in it. He was another big dragon. Pokemon still had some cool guys pop out. Well, that was like 2010, so this was like, I think, early Gen 5, late Gen 4. So I think. No, I wasn't really into Pokemon that much, but I was down. I watched a few Let's Plays. Starting again, continuing again. I think I watched like a Gen 4 Let's Play, so I would have known of like Garchomp, and I don't, the fucking Sinnoh doesn't have a lot of lizards, so maybe that's why I don't like it. Anyways, no, there's plenty to dislike about Sinnoh. I'm not getting into that today though. But I was really into it, and even today I still love dragons. I love House of the Dragon, Godzilla, close enough for me. That counts. So just any sort of like big monster, I'm down. I love it. Like fucking Bayonetta, you're telling me I get to like fully summon and control fucking Gamora, the big fucking dinosaur thing that shoots a fucking Kamehameha, and it's so fucking big that only like it's the top half of its body like comes out of the floor. That fucks. I'm gonna play your game, and I did play the game, and I had fun. I like Bayonetta 3. I think it's the best one, and that's a discussion that it's for another day. But yeah, so the rest of the How to Train Your Dragon movies, I just, well, when the second one was announced, I was pretty excited. but I didn't see it until like 2 or 3 years after it came out. I remember being taunted by a big billboard that I would pass near the trading station, and it had, everyone there, they had facial hair, and I thought, damn, that's so fucking cool, because I didn't have facial hair yet. But I saw, Hiccup in the gang up there, How to Train Your Dragon 2, and it was taunting me. And I don't know if I saw. Yeah, I think I maybe saw the poster again when I went to see the Amazing Spider-Man 2 in theaters, and it fucking taunted me. I had to sit at that fucking dog. The point is, it was an elusive dance. Me in the second How to Train Your Dragon movie, but I did finally see it with my cousin, and his mother and father, and my aunt and uncle. I don't know why I said it like that, but we were out, we saw it, and it was fine. It was fine. It like, if you ask me how I feel about it today, I'm gonna call it like not good, because it's not funny. The new dragons are not so good, and like Hiccup and his mom just don't have a very strong relationship. It's not like really compelling, which is what I'd say today, but I guess I sort of subconsciously knew that back then. Or maybe I was just disappointed by the big fucking dragons just kind of fighting with their tusks, and so I can understand they wouldn't want to shoot ice at each other, because that probably wouldn't do anything, but it was just fucking lame. I didn't like it. And funny, because I'm gonna say no, saving it. So, and the shows, yeah, I didn't watch any of the shows. Maybe because they just weren't on, or if I just didn't have time to get to the TV yet, or I just don't know. It just never. I never got the chance, and by the time I was able to watch it, I mean, I'd grown out of it. Like I just like looking at clips of it just to see like some of the extra dragons, because I think that's where you find, like, what was it, the Whispering Death, that fucking it's just like a worm. It has like a lot of fucking teeth and needles, and like the toothless fights. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, I didn't really watch any of the shows, and so when the third movie came out, it was in theaters. I did not go to see it because I really don't know why. I guess I don't. Maybe I wanted to, but I've never been the type to go to the theater. There are spider webs in here, man. Spider. I guess it's cool. I'm a Spider-Man fan. I'm okay with this. Although I did kind of get my hair put into twists, and it's kind of, it takes a little bit of getting used to having your hair touch your neck again, and whatever, man. I'm not. You know what I mean. So the third movie, I think that's the one that had these like scorpion dragons in it, and they also glow in the dark, and they say goodbye. And honestly, I haven't seen it in so long. I don't know if it's good or not. But given how I felt about, you know what? I know I didn't want to see it, because fucking Kung Fu Panda 3, I saw that one and I didn't like it. God, fucking. I think Shrek 2 might have been like their best sequel. I think no, I like Shrek 2 more than Puss in Boots 2. Fuck it, damn. Actually, Shrek has a pretty good track record with as far as sequels go, because Shrek 3 is bad, and that's it. Like the fourth one, fourth one holds up. It's not as good as Shrek 2, but it's better than 3. Better than Kung Fu Panda 3, 2, and 4. But okay, so I guess I went over my history with the franchise, and how the first movie was so fucking good that inspired me to want to get a lizard. But we got a cat, and that was fine, because Toothless was a cat. And this is what I want to talk about. Toothless's design was so fucking good. My top 4 dragons, I can list them off right now to you: Toothless, Drago, Gudra, and fucking Corrin. And it's so embarrassing. I don't like saying that Corrin from Fire Emblem has one of my favorite dragon designs, but I'm sorry. It just looks so cool. It's so skinny. It's like a deer, and it walks on water. And, sorry, I'm so sorry. And I don't like it. I really don't like Fire Emblem. I really don't. But damn, Corrin looks cool. And I don't even like most of the designs from Fates. It kind of whatever. I don't have to explain myself. I'm going to look proud. I like Corrin's dragon. Okay. Kurum is probably number 5. God, that guy is so fucking cool. I guess Kurum would definitely be a they, though. Yeah, Kurum is definitely non-binary, because Zekrom and Reshiram are, female and male. So, and in that order, fuckers. All right, I know what I'm talking about. I know my Taoism. Cause I've played a Shin Megami Tensei. I'm kind of like deep into it. That probably made no sense to anyone, but it's a joke that'll get better if you do the research, and it's not my job to explain these things to you. Okay. So yeah, so in the movie, in the good movie, Toothless, he's just cool mix of like a cat and like what is it, like some fucking salamander and just like lizard. These things, they all come together really well. Like his eyes, those are just cat eyes, but they also get really really big, like a salamander, and he's just got the head shape and stuff. And they do change his design in the second and third movies to be more cute, and they gave him these bigger eyebrows, which the remake does as well, and it doesn't look good because you anthropomorphized Toothless as the movies went on, and you're using that more anthropomorphized design in live action, which doesn't look so good. So with these big ass fucking eyes and these big ass fucking eyebrows, this looks very uncanny and it looks fake. Also, the movie just isn't good because movies nowadays do not look good. They're fucking ugly, all that fake controversy over Wicked being like really gray and washed out, even though The Wizard of Oz it didn't use Technicolor, so it was really very vibrant. And they can make vibrant movies, because I remember through the grapevine, through like being associated with Dead by Daylight, there was this movie called Maxine, and it was just a crazy farm girl or something, but it was very vibrant, and I remember that. So they could have, actually put color and whimsy into the movie about dragons, but they didn't do that. And which is so fucking funny, because House of the Dragon is a show that doesn't do color. Like, and this is much better than what Game of Thrones did, because Game of Thrones had one dragon model that they fucking palette swapped and didn't even get the colors right, because Daenerys, she has 3 dragons. The black one, Drogon, black, some red accents, okay. The green one, I think his name was Rhaegal? And I don't know because I haven't read the books, and in the show, she mentions them by name like one time. Drogon is the black one, but the other two, the average Game of Thrones viewer cannot tell you their names, cannot tell you which one is which. So there's Viserion, who's white, white or cream or gold. Those are 3 colors. And Rhaegal, who's green. So imagine my surprise when the dragons are black, a dark green, and brown. You're supposed to be white. Why are you white? Why aren't you white? Put an inverted picture of fucking Melman right there. It's just, they were just very insecure. And the show Game of Thrones, it just wasn't very interested in being fantasy, which is why it was awful. House of the Dragon does lean more into the aspects, but does still go for that more like muted like tone. But I mean, but the dragon designs are much better this time around. Like they all have like the same body type. It's not as fantastical as How to Train a Dragon, because it's just 2 different stories, and that's fine. You can tell the differences in their head shape, their coloration, how many horns they have. It's great. I love looking at the dragons. I'm obsessed with their sound design too. They don't really get a chance to talk about them in the behind the scenes stuff, and I hope they do at some point. But I do know that they use like buffalo sounds, just like sort of like growls and stuff. And Oh, it's so good. In fact, see, this is where I'm willing to be more forgiving, because in House of the Dragon, and this is the one I'm praising. I like House of the Dragon. I don't like Game of Thrones. So in House of the Dragon, every dragon has normal colored flame, and this is because they use real flame. They light people on fire to get that effect in the show, and I'm okay with this because in the books, every dragon has their own unique color of flame. And this is something that, while you can do with CGI fire, real fire looks more convincing. And so that bit of practicality, that's something I'm willing to let slide. Hey man, you do what you gotta do to give me a satisfying action scene. You make your dragons look like big ass animals. You give them, normal sized eyes, and you don't give them fucking giant eyebrows because they're lizards, and lizards don't have that like dogs do, and that's it. Um, and I guess for more bird-like dragons, like the one Astrid has, what's the natter, that makes sense for them to be more expressive because birds are, well, some birds like owls are just incredibly expressive. But I don't know, because Toothless isn't an owl. I think the one his mom has, what was it, Cloud Jumper or something? That one's more owl-like. Still doesn't look good. Sorry, not sorry. I don't like it. Anyways, yeah, I don't really like how Toothless looks. I think it just looks wrinkly and old, and I really don't like it. His eyes are so fucking like it's just because the original movie was so well made that Toothless, because Toothless cannot speak, everything he does and feels has to be conveyed visually, and you get that. You even get the idea that Toothless is like supposed to be the same age as Hiccup. Toothless is like a teenager or a young adult in dragon terms, however they age, it doesn't matter. But you know that Toothless he's not a baby, but it's not old. In the new movie, like, why are your eyes so fucking big? It doesn't. What are we doing? And like there's this like one scene with because Toothless, he flashes like the slit eyes. His eyes get smaller the more serious he gets, or more like threatening. And this is a basic thing, and it's super fucking cool, and I like it. But the live action one doesn't do that because I don't think they got the memo. I don't know, and I just hate it. And I guess I did kind of spend a long time talking about the remake, but I didn't. I'm just talking about How to Train Your Dragon and not the remake, and I'm not going to do a video on the remake when it comes out, and I'm not going to really say anything about it because I wouldn't get anything out of it. There's always going to be someone out there to make their 2-hour-long rant video going over every aspect of the movie and how much of it is a failure in terms of like slight writing decisions and just like cinematography and just and everything. And that's not something I want to do. I don't want to do that because it's not fun. It's not productive. It's nothing. It's like I don't want to argue with someone. I don't want to make a product or do anything that just says something like racism is bad, because yes, it ends with ism. It's probably bad. So I get nothing out of it. That's what I'm saying, and I don't want to do it. I get nothing out of it. I don't want to do it. It's worthless, and I know that people are going to make content about it. People are going to talk about it, and that does disappoint me. Because we're supposed to be enlightened. We're supposed to be better than the stupid fucking idiot roaches who go in droves to see these shitty fucking creatively bankrupt remakes. We're supposed to be better, but we, and I mean not my close friends or my inner circle, but we, as in How to Train Your Dragon fans, are going to shit on it for no reason. Well, for perfectly valid reasons, but for no real reason. Just because someone's gonna get angry, like how I am, but they're gonna get really angry, And maybe that's just like they have a YouTube channel, so they have to do these things, which is something that as someone who doesn't get a lot of viewers, I have the privilege of just doing whatever the fuck I want. So it's a hobby for me, but YouTube is a job for some, and I don't want that. Um, so, did I say everything I wanted? Uh, like yeah, the movie looks worse. Oh, people were like bitching about the new actor for Astrid being black, which is so fucking funny to me because Astrid was originally played by America Ferrera, who I'm 90% sure is not white. I should just guess, but and the new the new actress is like, I think her mother was half black, so like, I mean, and it doesn't matter. I mean, there's dragons and like race swaps don't really matter because like there isn't it, you don't really have race in that world. Uh, it, it's fiction. It doesn't like okay. Congratulations, I guess. With characters who are related to the sea and stuff like that, it's you can get away with just doing that because they get around a lot and you can just kind of do whatever you want. Uh, so I really don't care. I mean, they're Vikings. Yeah, there's gonna be white people in the movie, but I think that it's touching that we can ignore the element of capitalism, stuffing out art and regurgitating the same shit, in favor of complaining about someone who is mostly white playing a Viking in a movie about dragons. I don't get it. Like, what? It's just, and it. There's just fucking TikTok by this deranged white woman who, of course, has a verified Twitter account. She bought her checkmark, and she gets money for just rage baiting and stuff. And she complains about just black people and fantasy stuff. She said she let it slide in the Little Mermaid. Like, girl, what are you doing? It doesn't matter. The Little Mermaid remake wasn't bad because Ariel was black. Actually, getting what's her face, Hallie or Haley or however the fuck you say your stupid fucking name, um, her part of your world was actually like the only song that was on par with anything from the original movie. So hey, there's that. Uh, I don't know. I guess I am ending it by saying racism is bad, and I don't care about changing the actor's race in something because you can just overlook it and it doesn't matter because they're Vikings and no one like. I mean, they're Vikings, but they're not like Vikings because like in the movie they all had these horned helmets, which actual Vikings didn't wear. Fun fact. It's not like Vinland Saga, where Vinland Saga is about like like war and stuff. So in that case, you want to be realistic because a contributor to war is demonizing the other. But that's not really what How to Train Your Dragon is doing. So